Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Ipag Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Paulit-ulit ka na plano.
Lakas ng energy ni Justin na kumain ng 2 o'clock. Anyway, all caps, all good, all ready, and we have all the best. Here's a level up po sa Radyo Katipunan at sa Teleradyo Inquirer na rin. Kaya mga kaibigan, kapatid, kabarkada, kapuso, kapamilya namin, there are a lot of things to celebrate now that we're leveling up to the 3 o'clock habit. So 3 o'clock habit talaga. And what a week it was. Whether na Ateneo or at the Daily Inquirer, we shall celebrate and level up in terms of living life in all caps. Anyway, last weekend, I ended the week with Lani Misalucha. So grabe yon kasi sobrang na-traffic siya dun sa episode na yon. Pero bumawi naman na nag-overtime yung presentation, pero it was all worth it because she was so game in answering all the questions, no? Siya ring super Lola Lani. Okay lang sa kanya maging Lola Diva. So yun yung isa sa mga revelations ni Lani Misalucha. So and today actually this whole weekend, we're paying tribute to two of probably the closest mga musical geniuses to me. Why? Because yun nga, nagulat lang ako kasi magtito pala sila. So, all along, parang individually, we knew them as parang, the best musicians that we have. But, we had the chance to get to know them closer because yun, I worked with Louie Ocampo since Martin After Dark days. So that's dating me. And then Manoling since I was a student here at the Ateneo. So parang medyo senti ako dun sa episode natin ngayon kasi parang dalawang malalapit sa puso ko na hindi ko alam hanggang magkaka-concert na lang sila na magtito pala. So mamaya explain nila kung paano sila naging magtito. Pero let's go through my week. It was such an eventful week kasi we celebrated the first year of Radyo Katipunan. O ayan. Bago pa lang ako actually isa sa pinakabunso sa pamilya, pero siguro ayun at home agad kasi pamilya talaga sila kasi I came here, aside from coming here, very familiar people, and yun parang I believe in the cause na sana yun na nga we can unite a whole parang media plan, have a whole media plan for the university and extend until yun nga sa iba pang mga tao. Buti nga, parang we're being seen live live and sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo at maraming Atenista yung nagre-respond na maganda yung effort sa ginagawa ng Radyo Katipunan. So Father Jet Villarin was there, tapos yung bagong boss ng marketing and communications na si Miss Matek Villanueva na talaga naman parang at home talaga agad, talagang kinontra-kontra yung mga tao that vinyl is back. So talagang bumabalik-balik talaga dun sa lumang uso. Tapos doon kami nila Lester Mendiola talaga in awe kami sa presentation ni Justin. Si Justin po namin na nandito kasi mananalo ho siya sa Scrabble. Kasi imagine ang ginamit na word Lester, di ba? Trailblazing the airwaves. My God, kung sa Scrabble yon, meron ng T, meron ng Z, yung iba Z ang tawag pero Z ho talaga yon. Tapos may W tsaka V. So mahal yun ha. At sabi nga namin, panalo yun sa Scrabble. So pinaghandaan niya talaga yung vocabulary niya tsaka presentation. Tapos yung naman, tumugtog ng flute si Jay, talagang tinaas pa niya yung collar niya, parang 80s talaga, para sa presentation. Tapos nagulat na lang siya na yung giveaway na CD paglabas namin ay yung CD na kasama siya. So Jay, yun, talagang ang ganda namang pasalubong sa mga tao, pang keep dun sa mga nag-attend ng first anniversary ng Radyo Katipunan. So, it's nice because I'm involved in a campus radio, tapos pag weekend naman, nandun naman sa Radio Inquirer. Tapos ito, it always like brings me to really a good feeling every Friday. Kasi pag umikot ka lang sa campus, medyo nasenti lang ako kasi sabi ko, Justin, kunin mo yung picture ko 30 years ago. Yun nga parang, I graduated 1989 in college sa Philo, sa Philo major. Tapos nun, I had this picture sa campus squad na, yun, medyo may liig pa noon. Pareho tayo. So yun, parang, it was a good picture. Di ba? Parang hindi naman nagkakalayo sa ngayon. And then I had a picture kanina lang, had someone take it. Dun, same quad, wala na parang halos pinagkaiba, masaya pa rin yung itsura. But that is taken like 30 years ago. 30 years apart. So, yun, masaya. And, one of the things that keeps me parang alive and probably in a very reflective mood when I go to Ateneo pag weekends are the things that you see there in the campus. So meron ako nakita I just saw this kanina habang dumadaan. There was this tarp na nakalagay Magis. Yun yan, the meaning, a Latin word meaning more. Magis embodies the art of discerning the greater good in a given situation to better glorify and serve God. It does not mean to always do or give more to the point of burnout. Nako, yan, magandang reminder sa ating lahat, di ba? Magis is the value of choosing the more loving option. And then part of it is loving yourself. Pero yun nga, that's not enough. It's you're loving yourself so that you can be of service to others. Tapos ito na, kasi I prayed for some friends who were sick and for some very special intentions. Kasama na yung All About Love concert ni Father Manoling at saka ni Louie this weekend. There's before you enter kasi the building sa college, you get to pass through the college chapel. Tapos ito yung nakalagay doon and medyo tinamaan din ako doon. Ignition discernment. Ang sabi, it is prayerfully sifting through one's gift and experiences to find out one's deep desires from just wants. Totoo yan ha. Parang the deep desires are very different from our wants. Actually, when we do something or actually when I'm about to purchase something big or really expensive, sabi ko, tinatanong ko, is this a want or a need or a really parang deep desire. So, kasama pala yung ignition discernment, pero sorry, medyo materialistic. It's a process of continually asking which decision allows me to truly become what God is continually creating me to be in every moment in my life. So, parang it questions you, ito ba talaga yung gusto ng Diyos sa akin? So, sometimes kasi in your silence, you're able to make God work or move you. So yun, parang which decision makes me more true to myself, the deepest self, where I can find God. So, I remember one Fila teacher would tell me, no, malalaman mo kung tama yung decision mo, kung may kaba. Alam mo, kinakabahan ka, pero in the end, parang ini-expect mong mangyayari, pero alam mong may ligaya, hindi lang yung saya, no? May mas matagal, mas malalim na ligayang madudulot sa'yo. Kaya pag kinakabahan ka raw, tapos masaya ka naman dun sa kaba na yun, but that's an anticipation that like God wants you to decide on that thing. Pero haharapin mo yung kabang yun. Pero lalampasan mo, itatranscend mo. Ang tawag doon sa philo, nako, yan na, panalo rin sa vocabulary, igpawan. You transcend yung kaba na yon, kasi creative kaba yon, parang na when you're really close to a religious and very spiritual experience, like facing God for example, kakabahan ka naman talaga, but yun daw, well, kung saan mo makikita yung Diyos, yun, parang you'll be liberated afterwards. Pero there's this parang hindi duda it's really more, it's a creative na kaba, na expecting or longing for something na magiging maligaya ka after. So, I really look forward to weekends. Lalo na siguro this weekend, it might have been a very eventful week dahil ngayon nga, we celebrated the first year, finally, kahit long overdue yung sa Radyo Katipunan. Then I was able to go to, yan na nga, Moel Fund. Yung Moel Fund, it's the Movie Workers Welfare Foundation Incorporated. I was there because I'm researching. I'm part of the Metro Manila Film Fest. I'm actually the spokesperson of that, the very controversial and parang the longest, I guess, and the most popular film festival in the country, the biggest actually. But well, ito yung the importance of documentation. Well, yung souvenir program po nila na last na nagawa was during their 40th year pa. And that was like 5 years ago. So, a lot of things happened already. We had the Indie Festival, yung Indie Revolution. And then parang there's nothing like documenting everything. Parang the lessons of history and even the mistakes. Parang hindi na natin magawa ulit yung mga mali. Tapos mag-proceed tayo dun sa mga natutunan natin. So, well, I took it upon me being the spokesperson to like document everything since it's also the centennial of Philippine cinema. Yun, parang thank you kay Ate Sonia na nandun pa rin forever siyang nasa Moel Fund, no? Parang I was able to like get some materials. This is the last thing that they produced 5 years ago, yung 40th. And I'm bound to come up with sana a book, no, for the 45th anniversary. This being the 45th and yun nga 100 year of cinema, Philippine cinema. Tapos nun, it's also the parang 45th anniversary nga of the Metro Manila Film Fest. Tapos first time natin magkakaroon ng Summer Metro Manila Film Festival by Black Saturday. So a lot of things are happening. Tapos nun, sinamantala ko na rin kasi isasara na yung museum, the Moel Fund Film Museum. So, why? Because magiging na raw, housing project na yung sa Rosario Drive doon. So part of it will be mga condo units na. So, yung kalahati or siguro naman mas malaki sa kalahati, yun yung magiging office na ng Moel Fund. So, hindi na nila ma-house yung museum. Actually, yung casualty doon, yung tawag doon, Paradise of Stars ni Kuya Germs. Wala na yung Paradise. As in, talagang natabunan na yun, construction na yun. Ganun siguro yung sign of development for some. Na, wala na yung mga pieces, museum pieces. Pero, so, I had the privilege to be the last paying person na matour nila dun sa museum nila, the Moel Fund Museum. And I was able to document it. At least, no, parang at least meron tayong record. Tapos, it was so worth it because yun nga, it's our way of like contributing to the 100 years of cinema, Philippine cinema. Tapos daanan natin yung pinagdaanan ko. Kasi kahit hindi na kayo magbayad ng 130 pesos, ito, yan. May proof na nagbayad talaga ako for that tour. Kasi it's our way of like helping the Mowal Fund too. So, eto na po. Well, medyo tinilad-tilad namin parts kasi hindi kaya dun sa pag-record namin. But this is such a fun tour that I went through this week also. Then I want to share it with you. Yung tour namin sa Mowal Fund Film Museum with si Ricky Aureliana, who's one of the luminaries ng centennial natin sa Sina Sandaan. And then si Ate Sonia. And then Mel Tobias, who's also from Mowal Fund. So ito po, yung umpisa hanggang, sige, yung tinilad-tilad namin hanggang dulo.
Fund,
Museum.
Pambansang Museo ng Pilipinas.
This is Ricky Aureliana. And then this is Ate Sonia. Then this is Author Mel.
Hello.
And then we're doing the last tour of the Mowal Fund Museum. Ito yung mini theater nila.
Kaya lang wala ng ilaw.
Wala ng ilaw kasi lilipat na po, magbabalot na sila after this, lilipat na po sila sa bago nilang office. Ayan na, Kim. Ricky, where are we?
Ito yung first. So,
Spanish room.
Spanish room, 1897. Yan yung inintroduce ang pelikula dito sa Philippines.
Okay.
Noong 1897. So, 1897 to 1920s, yan yung silent film era, tsaka early cinema.
Kaya yung sinasabi nila, it's really not the 100th year. Sabi nila 102. Kasi daw, it started mga silent era. Until yung Jose de Pomoceno talaga, solely Filipino, yung
Yes,
produced na meron na talagang talkies at saka scoring na live.
Yung, pwede mo sabihin yung 1897, cinema in the Philippines.
Yes.
Yung supposedly 1919,
Yes.
yun ang
First
Philippine
film.
cinema.
Oh. Okay, may distinction
Magkaiba yun
yun.
May
Correct.
distinction yun
Correct.
So yung, ang talaga mga Spanish yung during the Spanish era dito sa Philippines, sila yung nagdala ng mga gamit.
Correct.
Because it's a Western invention ng
Pelikula. And
camera.
there was Jose de Pomoceno who
Yes.
came later.
Ayan na, influence
Ayan
na.
na.
Si Atang.
Si Atang, yes, ang kumakanta sa likod ng telon during that time, ng Dalagang Bukid. Okay.
Tapos meron ding First
First
Kiss.
kiss in Philippine cinema.
Okay.
Sa Tatlong Hambog,
At yung hambog. Okay.
1926.
Okay.
Sa Lumbides.
Okay. So Ricky, saan nadadalhin lahat ng mga ito?
Yung pipiliin namin yung mga piece na dadalhin sa bagong building, yung matitira actually mapupunta sa QCX.
Yeah.
And,
Extension ng museum namin.
Extension ng museum.
Okay. Parang may annex, no?
Oo.
May annex na yung office. Siya po ang punong abala ng library. Talagang
museum.
malaking tulong at museum.
Ayan ang Spanish influence.
Okay.
Actually, we recognize naman yung malaking contribution ni Nick Ocampo kasi siya yung nag-design, siya yung nag-curate. So, isa dun sa mga niya, kung mababasa mo yung libro niya na Sine, yung salitang Sine came from the Spanish word.
Correct.
Tapos, natin.
Later na yung
Philippines.
pelikula. Parang gano'n.
Yes, oo.
Okay.
So, ito yung mga Spanish words na ginawa
Cinematography
Filipino.
yan. Correct. Okay, let's go.
Taquilla.
Taquilla. Kung nga, no?
Tapos nung early cinema natin, hindi Hollywood ang namumuno. It's European films.
Oh.
Yeah. Films coming from France, Germany. Sa Eurocentric tayo ang before.
Okay.
And Spanish is the language.
The enter sa European show. Ano yung naman eh?
Ito ang dating mga collection ng ECP na punta
ECP.
dito.
Okay. Galing. Okay. Sound of Silence. Ayan na, my
Naku,
God.
nagtabakan na.
Oo eh.
Medyo mishmash, halo-halo.
Yes, kasi po nagbabalot na po sila at nadali na sa bagong office. Okay, we're having our last tour. Kami po ang last clients po ng Noel Fund Museum. Okay, we're going to the next room.
From the Spanish, we go to the American.
Ayan na.
So ito yung si Thomas Alva Edison. Isa rin sa mga important figures ng
Okay.
cinema in the Philippines.
Okay.
Ito yung controversial, well, according to Nick, yung newsreel na ginawa niya na supposedly this one is supposedly shot in the Philippines, where in reality it was a fake. So uso na yung fake dati. It's a fake documentary because this one is
Okay.
shot in Kansas.
Okay.
Kansas ba? Tama?
When supposedly pinalabas
The
na
setting.
dito sa Pilipinas.
Oo.
Okay.
Yung mga Filipino were portrayed by the black Negroes.
Okay.
Tapos pinapakita nga na na-conquer ng mga Americans.
Okay. Because it was difficult to shoot it here. Parang they had to get
It's
another
a-
location or...
It's a propaganda.
Okay. Okay.
Propaganda.
Let's go. Yan na, papasok. Ito na po yung American colonial period po.
Ito yung naungkat na pelikula. Recently pinalabas to sa Silent Film Festival, yung Native Land in the Philippines. So,
Okay.
Controversial ito kasi yung director, si War's sister, actually, it's very demeaning yung depiction niya ng mga
Filipino.
Filipinos.
Okay.
Actually, it's again a propaganda by the Americans. Sinod to sa Bontok. So,
Let's go. We're going to the second floor
ito
and
tayo,
we see the stairs. Look.
the movie stairs. So
Ayan na.
makikita niyo yung mga pangalan ng mga famous people during the early cinema.
Lead the way. Luminary ka naman. So, lead the way, Mr. Luminary.
Tapos, ito yung mga old movie houses natin. To your right.
Yes.
Tapos, si Nepomuceno. Akit na tayo. Tapos, mga artista, director. So, lahat ng mga pangalan na makikita nyo dito sa movie stage ay very important personalities.
Okay.
Ito yung pauna-unahang studio na
Yes.
pinut up sa Philippines, sa Philippine Films. Pero American yung
Finance.
nag-put up.
Okay.
Si George Harris and Eddie Tate.
Okay. Ganda. Okay. Then sa Buanga.
Zamboanga is the oldest pre-war movie na meron tayo in
So
existence.
sa Buanga room here. Last day.
This one is dedicated to Zamboanga. So, ito yung mga stars ng Zamboanga.
Okay.
Si Fernando Po Sr. tsaka si Rosa del Rosario.
Available pa yung film na yan.
Oo nga eh.
Nasa
Rosa del Rosario was the Darna, no?
Yeah, the first
Darna, yeah. Okay, ganda. Okay, sa Buanga here.
So,
Available pa yung film.
So, nung nung pumasok na dito yung mga Americans, sila na rin yung nag-put up ng mga, yung studio, first
Yeah.
studio. Then, slowly, yung mga Filipinos, na-acquire na nila yung mga equipment. So, of course, si Jose Nepomuceno, isa sa mga Filipino na bumili ng mga equipment. Because he's also a photographer, so yung interest niya in cinematography. And then he became, of course, with the establishment
Dami
of
na.
Malayan movies
Okay.
in 1817. He became the father of Philippine cinema. And that is his,
Sakay.
this is his portrait, his picture. Bata pa siya dito.
Oo.
Siya yan.
Oo. Sila mag-asawa.
Bata pa siya.
And wife Isabel
Ito yung mga films. Generally, it's all lost.
Talaga?
Well, kasi yun nga, the only oldest ano natin is Zamboanga. 1937 yun.
Na talagang bukid? Did you ever
Hindi.
have a copy?
No, lahat ng silent films natin are gone.
Oh my God.
Well, I hope not. Kasi
Sana
baka
may lumabas,
sa
no?
ibang bansa.
Okay, correct. Okay. Galing.
Understandably kasi ang pelikula dati were shot in nitrate.
That's
So
true.
baka nasunog siya.
Ayun na.
So after the American period, nung 40s, of course, in-invade tayo ng mga Japanese. So, di ba yung pelikula ni Nora Honor na 3 taong
Taong walang Diyos, yes.
Yun yung 3 taon tayo na under the Spanish rule.
Yeah.
No, the
Japanese
Japanese
rule.
Sorry.
Doon na uso yung mga stage shows. Kasi that's their way of entertainment aside from the movie. So, ibang klase.
Pero
Ito na yung mga
merong
diorama nila.
Pero may 4 na movies that were produced during that
Mhm.
year.
These are the dioramas of yun nga yung sa war.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Japanese.
this is also taken from the
Sunset
movie.
October.
Corregidor.
Corregidor.
Okay.
Ito yung Dawn of Freedom, isa yung Tatlong Maria. Ito yung mga films that were produced during the Japanese. But like most historians, sasabi na these are propaganda.
Movies, yeah. And they would resort, sabi nila, to comedy during that time, stage shows, kasi hindi naiintindihan ng mga Hapon. So that's their way of like, parang getting one over them. Yun na.
Tapos ito naman yung mga films na merong Japanese
Representation.
representations ng mga films.
So, Banta ng Kahapon. Ayan na po. Ayos din.
Yung movie tayo
Panaghoy.
Puro yan ang
Ayan
napapanood
na
natin,
po.
di ba?
3 taong walang Diyos. Private Wars. These films. Mel, naabutan mo to?
Sa TV na.
TV na. Pagtanghali, di ba?
Diba? 1 o'clock.
Correct. Pag pinapatulog tayo bago tayo magmerienda. Yes, and then we go to the golden age of Philippine cinema. Yay! Okay.
So, ayan.
Go, Ricky.
Ang ang
Studios, yeah.
Love teams, diba?
Yeah,
Studios.
yeah, okay.
Genre films.
Serenida.
Of course,
Oh
wala na yung mga
my
costume.
God. Ayan. Yan na.
Pondo, we have Chirito Solis.
Dito, sorry, si Tachato. Ang ganda. Ay. The Boots, Anson Roa.
Asan?
Dito, Chato. Okay.
Chirito.
Chirito. Okay. So, dati po meron tong mga costumes. Binalik na muna sa may-ari. Kasi yun, nilipat po muna yung Noel Ferrer Museum. Okay, we have here. A lot of these are Tito Eddie's, Tito Eddie Garcia's.
Hindi, mamaya.
Iba-iba pa, mamaya pa pala. So here are the other trophies, famous trophies na dinonate ng Hiniram, Gloria Sevilla, Gloria.
Kasi side by side with the Tagalog cinema, sa Cebu merong
Yes, Visayas Cinema,
Visayas
yes. Okay.
yan yung mga hindi na-document.
Correct. Ayan. Ay, galing.
So, movie magazine, mga love teams, so mga rom-com.
50s.
Matagal na sa atin.
Correct.
Tapos yung painting na yan,
Oo nga.
actually si Mario Montenegro is a painter.
Oh,
So we have
okay.
how many
Paintings of his?
Oh,
Talaga?
nasa Mobile Fund.
Galing.
2. Isa ito, tapos yung isa nandun sa lobby.
Galing. More famous trophies here.
Anita, I think si Charito pa rin yan.
Tito Chato. So yung collection ni Tito Chato, dinala dito rin. Ang galing.
Donation na, di ba?
Yeah. Oh, huwag niyong iwawala yun. Kasi, and the cameras are here. Ganda. Okay.
So, nung golden age, papasok na tayo dun sa Big Four
Cute. Yes.
studios.
Yeah, we go to the Big Four Studios.
Yan, dedicated itong room na to sa Big Four. You have Premiere,
Okay.
Sampaguita, LVN, and Lebron.
Okay, let's go. LVN. Then, may
Yung sa side ng Dagna.
yes. Sampaguita. And then Premiere. Hello, Tita Digna. The Syrian, the Santiagos. And then, Lebron is by what family? Lebron?
Siya yung
Yung
ano eh,
sama-sama.
pero like
Oo.
Sigfredo,
Sigfredo.
Lebron, ano yun, pictures.
Okay, let's go to the next.
Of course,
Ito na.
studio system, nagkaroon ng star system,
Okay.
di ba? So, ito yung
Naabutan na natin.
mga big stars.
Okay. The best friends are here. Silent Commandos. GA Arab Snapid Max Alvarado. Star Room. And then, ayan na.
Mona Lisa.
Yes. Oh my God. Ang tsaga nyo. You documented everything here. Ganda, no? Parang pwede tayong gumawa ng ano while they were young.
Actually, itong makikita mga photos na to, ililipat namin to sa ano,
Some new building.
sa new building.
Okay. So at least makikita pa rin ng bagong generation.
Tapos,
Tapos, ayun na.
gusto mong pasok yung mukha.
Mukha. No, kanina naman, identify ko sino-sino. Rosal, Peter Rodriguez, Rosemary Sonora, and all. Carmen Rosales.
Anita
Linda. Here. Ayan, ito pala yung corresponding ano. So, Celia Fuentes, Tita Nida Blanca, Lolita Rodriguez, Gloria Romero, Tita Gloria, Olivia Senasal, Anita Linda, and Emma Alegre. So, tapos nun, ayun, meron silang ano. Ganda. Okay. You stop here first. Galing.
Okay, ito yung genre hallway.
Okay. Genre you say fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy, action,
Mhm.
you have horror,
Okay. Friends here.
drama.
Ang ganda. Cowboy. Oh, dumat. Ayan na. This is action comedy. My God. Batang kapo. Action comedy.
Ito lang. Tapos, di ba after the studio, nagkaroon ng mga strikes.
Ah, yes.
So, during the 60s, ito na yung tinatawag na independent
Mhm.
producers.
Let's see, first thing, you have musical, and then there's drama. Here, okay, paano ko lang ba? Ito yung ano, di ba? It's unfair. Teka, ilan ba itong bakal?
Ito yung 60s.
60s pa rin.
Ayan sila, Amalia
Yeah.
Fuentes,
Mhm.
Susan Roses.
The bust of the kings.
Ayun yung kay Eddie Garcia.
Oh, okay. The Dolphy's here. And then, my God, the trophy collection of Tito Eddie Garcia. He donated everything. Actually, kinausap niya raw ang Noel Fund for safekeeping ng lahat ng kanyang trophies. Hindi lang na-update kasi nung namatay siya, he got his last urian. And then, ayan, ang dami. Okay. There's Ate V, nakasilip na si Ate V.
Ito yung stars ng 60s.
Stars of the 60s. Ayun na. Complete. Oh my God. Okay. O Mel, sino? Fan kanino of the 60s?
Wow. I know the mall actually. You grew up
The mall.
in the mall.
Ako
Lalita Rodriguez.
I grew up yan, admiring Tita Lalita. Yung talagang good body of works, no? Let's zoom into her.
Charito. No?
Charito, Tita Charito. Yan, galing. Ay, nako. Tita Jolene is there. Loretta Marquez, pasan ko ang daigdig na yung ano ko. Pero she's made earlier films. My God, Lisa Lorena's too young there. Bella
Caridad.
Flores, Tita Karing. Nakita ko sa wake ni Tito Eddie Garcia. Parang, ayun, galing. My God. Okay. There we go. The horror room. Meron pa yan? Buhay pa yan? Okay.
Nandito pa yung mga pieces.
Or talagang dark dapat yan. Hindi yan binubuksan. Para kang nag-horror booth.
Mood.
Oh, okay. Ang
Nagpagawa
galing.
niyan ay si Kuya Germs.
Oh,
Na
talaga?
horror.
Oh my God.
So, dinesign.
So, ikaw sasagot, Sonia, anong mangyayari sa Gallery of Stars ni Kuya Germs sa labas
Oh, sorry.
ng Mowal Fund?
Mawawala na.
Kasi yun nga parang
Talagang part
na-compress na yung space. So, yun.
Ewan ko kay Ricky kung gagawa siya ng mini, ano doon sa
Pero
Ricky.
salamat kay
Sa
Kuya
grounds.
Germs dito sa horror
Paradise of
booth
Stars.
na ito. The Paradise of Stars. The 70s
Mga
now.
icon na
70s
70s.
room. 60s and now 70s room. Ayan na. Ate V greets us here. And then apat na sikat. Okay, name them all. Ay, hindi ito yung apat na sikat actually, Piers. Oo.
Sikat.
Sila talaga yung ano, the sensations. Yun ba yun? Pearson or Vilma and Edgar. Boba, tama. And then there's Ate Guy.
Yung mga trophy niya.
Oo. Puti po na din. Actually, she started the Urian, di ba? The first Urian was hers. And I think 3 taong na lang just. Ayan na. The pictures and all. Ate Guy. And even the films are here. Ayan na. May mga trophies. Okay. And now, Tita Boots are here. Siya, bago pa man ang tawag namin sa kanya, Virgin Mary. So, dito po si FPJ.
Ito yung tinagal sa FPG ko.
Presentations. And these are the stars of the 70s hands, no? Yun. Sino? Of course, yung Vilma, Nora, Tirso Bobot, but we love Hilda Coronel. Where's Hilda? Charo Santos from Charo Santos is there. Hilda. Yun naman. Mel, ikaw din, di ba? Favorite natin. Gusto ka Hilda. Hilda Coronel. Then, there's Larissa Galian. Then, there's Kuya Dick. Ano yung luck?
I'm sorry, sir.
Kita Mitz is there. Mitz. My God. Oh, ganda. Okay. Then, still FPJ. Sa baba. Wala sa Beta Lopez. Sa may YCC.
Kasi yung sa horror book, hindi ko makita.
Ito ba? Ito talagang ginamit ni Gus?
Hindi.
And now, here are the films, 80s. Never Die Night. Virgin People, Scorpion, This is my era. Ang ganda. So, ginamit talaga to. Ricky, sa isang pelikula at lipunan siguro. My God. I love my picture taken here. There's Sister Stella. There's Elsa. Near the end. There's Elsa Revolution. The mga series na. And then, all the publications. Ayan na nga. Sana mabuhay ulit yung mga Filipino Film Review was very much alive. And then, yan. Machete! Isa pa daw, yan. Yay! Sino model yan?
Cesar Montano.
You sure?
Yes. Oh, yan ako kamukha niya.
Okay. That's Sasha Montana and Machete. Ito raw po yung evolution ng cameras. You use it where? Kailan?
Sa workshop.
Sa
Sa Manoling Film Institute workshop. Ito yung mga unang ginamit actually ng mga
Kayo?
nila Love Diaz.
Love Diaz.
Yan. Dari Manda. Tapos ito editing ng ano.
Ayan po.
Yung naranas.
Nalagay na nila sa box kasi lumipat na po sila ng opisina.
Yes.
Ang sex-ed Tita Boots, sabi mo. Meron siya sinabi ano, sarado ng tindahan.
The
But-
playground, no, the something is closed, but the playground is
It's
open.
open.
The factory is closed, but the playground is open. Document.
So may sex life ka pa, Tita Boots.
To whatever extent imaginable. O, yan.
I really had such a good time there at the Mall Fun. Ibang klase yung linggo ko dahil nga, well, it was punctuated by that tour na last na talaga ako yung pinaka-last na sabi nga tourist dun sa Mall Fun Film Museum. And I had a good chance of like talking to Tita Boots Anson Roa na kasama namin sa Metro Manila Film Fest. And they were having a meeting with the Film Academy of the Philippines. And, well, flex to very millennial. The DGPI, the Directors Guild of the Philippines President, si Paolo Villaluna, who, yun nga, ang maganda, mainitan na pinag-usapan nila kahapon na yung pag-resign nilang lahat bilang members ng Film Academy of the Philippines. Tapos nun, kung pwedeng magkaroon ng bagong eleksyon para new blood would come in sa Film Academy of the Philippines. It was taken well by the existing president na si Leo Martinez. Sabi niya, oo nga, kailangan may bagong dugo na. Because I think they were reacting to some guilds na ginawang parang DSWD, parang livelihood or parang yung welfare ng mga actors. Walang masama doon. Pero, well, some of the active members of the industry who find parang film as art, they want parang sana mas tingin yung the film development, yung progress o yung pag-hone pa ng craft nila bilang mga artists. So, well, case in point, yung pagiging presidente ni Imelda Papin tsaka vice president ni Amay Bisaya ng Actors Guild na parang, well, some people are saying, paano nila marirepresent yung mga actors? Sila mismo, they wouldn't know the conditions of mga taping, tapos mga cut-off, mga working hours, mga even I guess the sexual harassment cases or salary standardization, because they were stars probably of their era. Imelda was so popular in the 80s, pero ngayon hardly does she really tape or parang shoot for movies or television teleserye. So probably there's a need really for new blood. Ang problema rin, parang sino ba sa mga sikat na mga artista natin ngayon who may want to take leadership? Parang they're so busy doing their stuff. Like Coco Martin would rather employ these old actors, even mga stuntmen in Provinciano, than taking on a leadership position. And kunwari, Ding Dong Dantes is also parang, eligible. Lalo na, tinista may organizing skills probably. Kaya lang, parang maganda yung goodwill. Meron sila, may kakayahan sila. Pero, saan sila lulugar? For example, kung may mga issues on networks, no? Parang mahirap din. Well, maintindihan natin kung saan sila nanggagaling. So, it would really need a lot of sacrifice and a lot of, I guess, malasakit talaga sa industriya to take on leadership positions para sa Film Academy of the Philippines at saka even the Actors Guild and the Actors Welfare workers. So that's it. That was my my little tour and interaction with the people from the Noel Fund. Anyway, yun, maraming salamat kay Joy Taste Remembered kasi ayan na, natuwang-tuwa na si Justin dito kasi hindi nga siya nagra-rice pero exception daw talaga yung carbs at bread ng Joy. So yun, maganda. Joy's in the Salcedo Market every Saturday. Pinagmamalaki ko yan, and then nandun din siya sa Ayala the 30th. May kiosk sila dyan, tsaka pati sa Rockwell. And thank you so Macdo, so always with us. And then Summit, and then Lola Remedios na bawal magkasakit. I prayed for some people na, Diyos ko, kanina duman ako ng chapel kasi may sakit yung mga kaibigan natin. So sana gumaling na sila kasi marami silang dapat gawin dito sa industriya natin. Anyway, the second part of our presentation today is, a special interview with two very special people. I said, yung isa dyan, talagang nakasama ko nung nagsisimula ako sa industriya. Well, one of my first few assignments in the industry was, aside from the Sharon Caneta Show and Tatak Pilipino and, Mel and Jay, was Martin After Dark. And then I met this guy there in that show. Si Louie Ocampo, who was born June 21, alaman na to ng edad, 1960. A Filipino composer and arranger, best known with his association with Martin Rivera. Now, I guess siguro siya yung musical director palagi ni Sharon Cuneta and even like Sarah Geronimo, with his numerous hits and mostly collaborations, including Tell Me, Kahit Isang Saglit, Ewan, You Are My Song, and a lot of hits. He also composed the Batibot theme song, yun doon sa Batibot tayo na. Tapos babalik ka rin, the theme song of mga, not only of Duty Free Philippines during, that time, 1994, but it was an OFW anthem. Tapos, yung Itbulaga's 25th anniversary presentation, Closer You and I, Tell Me, na ang dami nang nag-revive at nag-cover ni Joey Albert, kasi naging sila naman ni Joey Albert. So, Lea Salonga did the version, side A, Janet Arnaiz. Tanda niyo si Janet Arnaiz. Si Talia even had a version. David Pomeranz. And then there was a duet of Ariel Rivera and Regine Velasquez. Ang ganda-ganda ng arrangement ni Louie doon. Yung Kapuso, the theme song of the 2002 GMA Network song, performed by Regine, Jaya, and a lot of stars na nandun sa ABS. Kaya si Louie Ocampo yun. Yun yung yung pag-side off ng GMA. Si Louie Ocampo yung may gawa nun. Si Louie mismo nandun na hurado. Ang ganda, no? Pero hindi lahat ng tumatawid na mamatay. Sabi nila. He was also one of the musical directors, na featured musical directors ng SOP, but now he's with TNT. Yung joke nga doon, siya yung tinawag na composer ka lang, but hindi lang siya basta composer kasi siya isa sa pinakamagagaling na composers natin. So, he also did movies. Yun nga, Aida Lorna Fe, composer ng Forever, Wanted Perfect Mother, You Are My Song, Lagarista, ang dami pa. Tapos, for television, he wrote Ikaw Lang Mamahalin, The La Luna Sangre theme song, The Good Son theme song, and now he's known as the Jurado, 2016 up to the present ng Tawag ng Tanghalan. Well, the other one ay ang pamangkin niya. Well, ito naman, kasama sa Dulaang Sibol, tapos gumawa siya ng kanta, yung Hindi Kita Malilimutan. It was his foray to yun nga songwriting. Na nagulat na lang siya, parang ginamit na ng mga tao, ng mga parishes even. Na sikat hindi lang sa graduation, kundi yun nga sa mga burol, di ba? Parang mga ganong tributes din ng mga tao. So, a lot of church music was composed by this person, si Manoling Francisco. At sa palagi ko siya, pag nakikita ko siya, parang yun nga, isang dukwang lang ako, isang lapit ko lang sa Diyos. Kasi parang when you're blessed by Manoling, parang it's God's representative. He's God's representative here on earth. He composed like songs like Tanging Yaman and a lot of the Jesuit music ministry songs. Yun nga. Sorry Lester, talagang, well, not that we're biased but we really have this affinity for Father Manoling because we grew up with him and his songs. So a lot of them are being revived now by artists and even mga churches, and a lot of the versions now of mga choirs, mga kanta niya. So yun naman yung maganda doon. So and now maganda yung kwento nila na parang Manoling had this notion na saan ba ako pupunta sa pagiging aktivista ko sa bayan, kasi he was part of the parang socially oriented groups when we were in Colayco pa yung tawag sa amin nun. So yung building namin nun. Tapos, or pagsisilbihan ko yung Diyos. Now, he's doing both as a Jesuit. Pero ang ministry na talaga, music. So, it was good to find out that these two people are connected. Tito pala ni Manoling si Louie. And then, no wonder kasi bukod sa pareho silang mabait at mabuting tao, they trained under the same teacher, yung mommy ni Rica Arambolo, who herself is a very good musician and a singer too, si Rica Arambolo, si Miss Chit Arambolo. At lahat sila, kasama si Mr. Pag, si pararangalan namin sa Pinoy Playlist Music Festival sa October 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20 sa BGC Art Center. So, here is our very, very special interview of two very, very good people na biniyayaan siguro ng kakaibang talento sa musika na makikita at mapapawal, mararanasan natin sa linggo. Actually, dalawa yon na shows. 3 o'clock yung matinee nila at yung 7:30 na gala na sinasabi nila. Sa pagagalitan niya kapag hindi gala yung pagkabanggit kasi mas social paggala ng gala. So, sa Meralco Theater po, yung concert po nila entitled All About Love. So, it will feature, meron na tayo dito, it will feature Martin Rivera, Between Escalante, Eric Santos, Arman Ferrer, and Stephanie Dimaranan nang nanalo sa The Voice Kids, huh? And then, kasama din po yung Ateneo Chamber Singers, Bukas Palad Ministry, yung Hangad Choir, pati yung Tinig Barangka Choir. And well, ang napakahusay, pero nako, sabi nga napakamahal pero worth it, sulit na ABS-CBN Philharmonic Orchestra. Natatawa siguro si Eric Balante, pero yun, ang dali nilang kausap, ang sarap nilang katrabaho, pero Diyos ko, yun nga, parang iba rin yung value ng ABS-CBN Orchestra. So, we are really privileged this weekend to watch this concert, to be, well, there, witness it, and then experience it, and have this interview. I think tayo lang yung pinagbigyan nila ng ganitong sit-down interview kasi alam mo naman si Father Manoling naglalaylo talaga sa mga guestings. So, tingnan mo, kakaiba talaga yung dynamics ng magtitong ito. So, level up po tayo at heto po ang ating napaka-eksklusibo at napakamahal na interview sa dalawang mahal nating tao, si Louie Ocampo at si Father Manoling Francisco. Paano naging pamilya? Paano naging tito-tito? At paano yung family relations?
Yun, dahil sa mga Ocampo, mga musikero talaga sila.
Okay.
Yung lola ko, Lola Leonarda, siyam silang magkakapatid.
Okay.
Si lola ko ay panganay.
And papa ko is the bunsong lalaki.
So, 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, lola ko at papa niya,
Kapatid.
So nakikita kayo pag family gatherings before?
ay, oo.
Yeah. And close kami because Manoling and his siblings, kumbaga sila yung eldest sa mga pamangkin. Ako naman was the youngest in the mga pinsan. So kami yung bridge.
Okay.
So, I used to envy.
Ayan, maganda yan.
Ito, I remember, we used to
Pag family
love
gathering.
going to their house. Kasi talagang nagte-tent pa kami.
Oh,
Yung mga kumo,
Okay.
and yung mga tali-tali.
Look forward to it, but minsan sumasama ang loob namin because mama niya was strict.
Aha.
Sabi niya, when it's time to study, they have to study.
That's it.
May tutor kami, isa-isa.
Yeah.
Required.
So, pull out from the game.
Kami, mga
Wal. Bago na. Millennial term, Louie.
Oo, so-
Nag-enjoy kayo nun.
yeah, and then, we cannot go to their house. Bakit? Kasi,
BI kayo, bad influence.
Sila yung mga tiyo namin.
Oo.
Nakamarkada
cool.
namin.
Pero cool,
Oo.
Tito.
So,
Yun.
yun. And then, hindi kami makapunta kasi sabi ni Ate Connie, mama niya, they have to study. Di kami, kami yung mga
But did you used to jam already during family gatherings? Or parang separate talaga yung ano yun?
Hindi, actually, kasi we both trained sa Green Hills Music Studio.
I know, and yun nga, Cheat Arambulo. Okay. Yes.
Si Louie ang superstar doon.
Ayan na,
Sama
okay.
Winnie or Rowena Arieta.
Na-ex mo. Na-ex mo.
Only resist ng ewan.
Okay, yes.
Ayun. So sila yung mga sikat na mga seniors.
Pero
Kami,
and
nasa
then-
junior
Correct.
level kami. Oo.
And then, when he was doing music, parang ikaw talaga, what was going there already? Parang ikaw gusto
Actually,
mo
naging
rin.
teacher ko din si Louie.
Kaya tumatahimik para hindi lang gusto yung edad. Natribute pala to sa'yo.
For a while, and then, one day na lang, I remember, in your house, you just did na lang, hindi kita malilimutan. Ang ganda nito ha!
Totoo naman. So parang, he went on doing his stuff and nag-birthday and all.
Right.
Tapos ikaw,
Ako patuloy sa Ateneo.
High school, yeah.
I would compose already on the side and then teach the songs I've written sa Ateneo community lang.
So parang it's the same family but different, different field. Do parang you went into more religious stuff and then si Louie went into more pop but then branch into a lot of really different music. Ako, nandun yung pag-experiment, di ba? Parang ikaw yung tunggalian mo noon were you going to the movement? Or parang yan because of the social political events? Or you're going to religious life?
Both, no?
Oo nga. What made you
Student
decide?
activist
Oo
din
nga
ako.
eh.
So many of my songs, may mga political undertones
Oo nga,
din.
yeah.
Pero most of the songs, pang-simbahan talaga, no?
Pero yun parang titignan mo na kung saan ka dinadala ng Diyos. Si Louie iba. Parang ako, ginawa niya lahat. Pero now, parang let parang the collaborations with the young people bring you somewhere. Kasi yun yung ano niya, parang he's done a lot. Parang look at your discography or your songs.
Okay, upgrade.
No, parang of your songs, di ba? Parang nagawa mo naman lahat. Nag-play ka na, nag-musical ka and all.
Great journey, but I've done a lot, but there's still more that I want to do, actually.
Do you wanna do mass? Or pinaubayan mo
You know
kay-
what? Yeah, I really,
pinaubayan mo kay
seriously,
Mike
parang
Montana?
in the other school, in La Salle naman.
The other school.
I go to mass there, and then I know mass appeal. I wrote a couple of.
Bago yun ha. Parang going to the faith dimension. Ang
And we
ganda.
collaborated sa latest CD ng Bukas Pala,
Okay.
yung Behold the Risen Lord.
Okay.
We asked Louie to write a Glory to God in English na walang inuulit na refrain. No?
Correct.
Lagi ako
Kasama yan sa
nagreklamo sa kanya.
album.
Ano lang inuulit eh. Dapat isang pasada lang.
That's true.
Haba, oo.
Parang sabi nga niya, tell me nga, parang, naku, mahirap yan kasi ang simple pero ang ganda. Kasi komplikadong, hindi naman uulit yung mga yun. But so, talk about your milestones. Yours is hindi kita malilimutan sa milestone.
Right,
No,
oo.
for your
Kasi that was
songwriting
the
and your
first
music.
liturgical song that I wrote.
Were you aware that you were conscious of that? Or it just came out?
Hindi, pero naglalaro lang kami when we wrote the lyrics and then pag uwi ko, in 30 minutes tapos na yung music. And then every week, every Monday, pag balik namin sa school, may magbabalita, kinakanta na yung kanta natin sa parokya namin, sa school ng sister namin, sa Tagaytay, sa Cebu. So, doon ko lang nalaman na kumalat yung kanta, therefore, baka pwede pang magsulat.
God's hands.
Pero si Louie, idol ko na nun.
So,
kasi
Louie, ikaw, ang breakthrough song. Tito Louie, breakthrough song.
I have two breakthrough songs. The first one was I wrote it in 1976, I think. Yeah, 76 or 77. Maghihintay ako sa'yo.
Ano, ilan na? Anthony Castello.
Anthony Castello.
Yes, ako sa'yo.
And I was rehearsing in a music store, and then I saw Anthony Castello enter the music store. I said, "Uy, sikat yan." Nilakasan ko yung volume, and I played the piece. And then so he approached, hoping that he will notice, he listened to the song. So he approached me and said, "That's a nice song. Has it been recorded?" "No, not yet." Then he introduced himself.
Nice one.
And then that was my first
And
break.
can be for the Lord. Hindi lang, well, yung kung ano mo, hindi lang romantic love, it can be something. Naku, yun na yung levels natin. Tumatanda tayo. Hindi.
That was your first recorded.
Yeah. It was an instrumental piece. So I was playing it. It's organ.
Okay.
And then tinanong nga ni Anthony, has it been recorded? May lyrics ba? Wala. So I said, "Oh, let's record it." And then from there, sunod-sunod na. I wrote for Haji, for Usil-Usil.
Kay
Rene Puno.
Uno, that's a Metropop.
That's Metropop. That was the third. So,
Was that a Lara? Ano parang ano?
Mahalaga.
Mahalaga, yes,
Mahalaga.
yes.
So that was my first break as a songwriter. And then professionally in the industry as a musical director, no, hindi pa rin. I got a second break with Ewan, Metropop.
Yeah, Metropop. Really, yes.
That was the bigger one.
I heard different versions of that. The original was with the Apo, really? During the Metropop.
Apo yung original.
Bakit may Shara Cuneta duet? Yung version na narinig ko.
At that
So,
time,
kasi siya yung darling noon, nung 12 years
so
old.
sabi ni Victor Rosario, nag-record ka ng Ewan.
At na-convince ka talagang kumanta noon, ha? Meron
I
ka
did
doon.
pero sama-sama nga. Pero then I had
ganda. So, it was part of that history. So, Ewan. So, other milestones.
Ako sa 1985, I was asked to serve as musical director ng opening liturgy ng pagdalaw ni Pope
Yes.
John Paul II. And then nung 2015, sa pagdalaw naman ni Pope Francis, I was asked to compose a new mass, a multilingual mass that we performed sa concluding mass niya sa Luneta.
So, yung gala, parang, and also Bukas Palad was a major milestone
Right,
because
of course.
they kind of like sang most of your significant songs. So,
Kasi when we were in high school, our songs were sort of the alternative Catholic Church music. Hindi siya mainstream. But eventually, our music became the mainstream Catholic music. Ngayon naman, medyo palaos na siya kasi iba na yung hinahanap ng mga kabataan, no?
ang galing, you're just so
ako, I'm hoping
self-aware.
that the younger composers will be able to write music for their generation.
Ang ganda kasi, but you're just so self-aware na meron yung emergent, dominant, and residual culture na umiikot lang yun. So, and well, there. So, other milestones. Tell me what's a milestone, Louie?
Yeah, it was.
You compose for every girl that you love. Sorry, kaibigan ko
Si
to.
Aida, Lorna, Fe.
Hindi naman yun.
Ano talaga sila?
Pelikula naman yun. Pelikula naman yun.
Yeah, it was.
Pero meron pa nga nag-claim na para sa kanya yung kanta, pero hindi, di ba? May ganun kasi.
Yeah. But that's based on heartbreaks. Diba? And when I was in my younger years,
So you would write better when you're in that intense kind of feeling. Ikaw yun.
Yeah, naging normal sa akin yun. So I was always the battered one.
Yes, kaya ikaw kinakampihan namin. Magalit na naman ka. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Pero
Pero tapos yung mga girlfriends ni Tito Louie na naging kabahagi na rin ng pamilya, ng angka.
Buti na lang naging close kami nung nalaman ko yung mga kwento. Uy, inaapin yung kaibigan ko. Kaya kami naging magkaibigan. Yun na yun, parang, oo, pagkatanggol naman namin siya. Ang kadate ko palagi pag concert, si Jojo. Si Jojo.
yeah, you're watching.
Yes, with Jojo. But ikaw naman, when you compose best?
Ganun din, nung pag naghahanap ako, may spiritual darkness, Pag
Doon
magulo
talaga,
yung nangyayari sa bansa, doon lumalabas yung angst mo. Kailangan ng outlet
That's
to
true.
express one's deepest
I'll
sentiment.
ask you yung ngayon. Well, go.
Kaya nga yung searching niya,
Yeah.
iba yung searching ako, iba yung searching ko.
Pero now, you're both aging.
Ay, right.
Iba din, di ba? It's all now legacy work, no? And really, ikaw, yung mentoring other people, yun din.
Right.
Yan
Ako, I
yung mission
enjoy
niya, di ba?
training young musicians to
Ikaw
write
nga,
their own
kahit natatawag kang composer ka lang, you're mentoring them, no?
Manikinis na sa gabi.
Then you're there, parang, but how do you approach now yung mga tao papuntang digital age? Iba na yung tunog. Parang, nung una yung mga katulad yung composer would look for stories, di ba? Parang ganyan, real,
and very strong
yeah.
melodic lines
Millennials, their songs are based on 4 chords.
na niluloop lang ang ulit.
Okay, stop. The more and their melodies are they are not as wide. Kami before, the wider the range or the jump, the interval from
The
one note to the other,
better.
the more masakit.
At
You
mas
do that, yeah, parang may intense, like you do an octave, parang sana ikay mo rin.
Yes.
Gusto nila naman yun dati, ngayon, too much eh.
No,
May ganon.
it's the angst, I guess, of the lyrics now.
But the songs now naman, I think, melodically, they're okay lang. They're different from what we used to do. But their content, I
I
like.
know.
I like the content.
Parang it's all...
They're more authentic, kumbaga.
Yeah. It's speaking of their time and their
Right.
concerns
Oo.
now.
Yeah.
Dati kasi during your time, parang it's a story and you tell the story, ang ganda. The way sa kanila, it's listen to what you're not saying. Parang really, parang may sinasabi yung kwento pero nakaimpit, nakatago. At ramdam na ramdam mo sa paraan ng pagkanta. So, you've adjusted to that. Some people are not comfortable. Like, kunyari with the coming of the digital technology na pwedeng mamanipulate lahat sa inyo kasi when you were recording, hindi pwedeng ulit-ulitan. Wala pa nga cut and paste during your time, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, it has been to the advantage of
At
this
ako tanggap ko na every artist is relevant for a particular period.
Ay, that's
And
true.
other artists need to emerge to also express the ethos of another generation.
Ganda. But how do you make yourself relevant to this generation?
I by mentoring, no? So
That's
ako,
true.
I travel even to
Ganda.
Indonesia, Malaysia,
Or communities.
and communities. And in
That's very
Mindanao,
important, yes.
teaching them techniques to write their own songs in their own native tongue. So
That's
kahit
true.
makalimutan yung mga kanta ko, okay lang sa akin yun. As long as they sing whatever is real to them.
And you're so generous in sharing your songs also to younger. You don't mind.
Ano, I don't mind. I think the more the merrier. The
Sabi nga
more,
sa Geronimo, sige go, give them the songs and then they'll give another interpretation. So,
yeah, the more the merrier to me. The more people or artists who sing it and revive it or ano.
in their own style.
Yeah, it's nice for me. Yun. But in a way, I'm slowing down also.
Hindi ko naniniwala. Hindi ako naniniwala. No, slowing down would mean like traveling but then not forgetting music. Probably doing the music you like na lang.
Yeah.
Unlike during our younger years, when you're expected by a company probably to come up with an album. Kailangan mo talaga siya
But on the contrary, no. But then I'm not slowing down because as I age, the more I'm doing this.
Yes.
So, because it's part of my work as a musical
true.
director.
That's true.
Sometimes I even have to ask, sino yung artist na pinapakinggan nyo? So I really have to bury myself with the music of today. So in a way, even if sometimes I don't like it, I'm still growing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think writer's block. How nangyayari sa'yo ba?
Yeah, there were phases in my life na walang lumalabas na kanta.
What do
There
you
were-
do then?
Sa akin okay lang yan eh. Kasi
Dinadaanan
involved ako sa
talaga.
ibang
It's
mga
part of the
industry.
process.
Oo.
Okay.
Sa akin tanggap yun na may panahon of dry spells, may panahon na very fruitful naman, prolific.
Ganda.
So bahagi ng buhay ng any artist.
So ikaw,
Yeah.
di ba it sets in na pinong, uy, hindi na ako ganun ka-prolific, parang gano'n.
Me naman, in my case, I have several songs that I've started on, but they never finished. Why? Not because maybe I'm too critical with myself. Na if doesn't give me goosebumps, I'll just put it aside. Kasi,
Darating yung
easy eh.
inspiration, totoo.
Yeah, so, kumbaga, I have a lot of, kumbaga, verses now na iba-ibang klase. But the old style in me, I want the chorus to be even better than the verse. Now, if I cannot deliver, I'll just put it aside first and
Pinahihinog, di ba? Parang pinahihinog.
Pare tayo noon, no? Ako din eh. In a way, I'm my severest critic. I will not share a song with even Bukas Palad unless ako mismo na-move.
Okay na, correct.
And after finishing the song, I would sing it while walking around the Ateneo campus. At kailangan ako mismo moved by the song.
Kung hindi,
hindi ko na ibabahagi.
Muna. Well, kasi ganun yan, na parang ikaw mismo. Pero don't you set aside your being a critic first when you create?
Oo. Pero eventually, kailangan you need both lenses.
Ang galing.
So, kung ako mismo, if the song doesn't speak to me, kung walang effect, ganun din sa...
That's a selflessness, no, in a writer, in a songwriter. Yung dapat self-aware ka, at saka parang bukas mo sarili mo, hindi ka pwedeng madamot. Kasi you're opening yourself to interpretations of other people.
Right, and there are songs na akala ko ganda-ganda, pero wala namang kumakanta.
Yun pala. So, yung mga kritiko, how do you take their yung kunyari, wala nila nagustuhan.
Kanya-kanyang taste and even communities. They will embrace some songs na para sa akin, corny naman yan, cheesy. Pero yan yung gustong-gusto nilang gamitin sa misa. No?
That's true.
Yung iba naman akala ko ganda-ganda, pero wala namang kumakanta. So,
Louie,
very
me,
humble.
my attitude is, the world is so huge. I mean, let's say 1,000 people would like my song. The world is huge. I can always share it with somebody else, or you know what I always do? I always Google our house. Then I zoom out little by little. Then I realize, ang laki ng mundo.
And then there's enough space for everyone and everything.
Someone out there will like the song.
Well, that's true. Just create. Just
create. And then I was based on what you were saying about being critic to ourselves. Parang sometimes maybe we shouldn't be. I just thought about it now. Maybe we shouldn't be too critical with it. Kasi ibang-ibang levels yan. Maybe yung standard natin umaakit ng umaakit.
At ito wala na kasi kayo kailangan patunayan. No, pero continue creating. Iba lang yung standard, no?
I think it's the heart.
Set. It's the heart. Yeah. It should touch it. That people ganon.
We have to be true to ourselves as artists also, no?
That's
So,
true.
hindi pwedeng mediocre, may kanya-kanyang standards.
Now we talk about your concert. So it took a while before you do a collaboration like this in a concert. Why? He's been talking about it. Sabi niya, Noel, I want to do with the orchestra, with the ABS orchestra. But now you're doing it together as a family. Parang ayun, ang ganda lang. So bakit natagal?
6 years kasi, parang separate field kami. Si
But they
Louie
knew you
nasa-
were titos.
Not too many people.
Oo nga eh, oo.
And Louie has been associated with the professional music industry.
Parang
One
namang
of the
hindi
most
pro.
respected. Pero kami sa pangsimbahan. So, last year I broached the idea to Louie. Louie, what if we collaborate, do a back-to-back? Louie readily accepted.
Kaasa naman ni Sisot. Tsaka hindi, it's mutually beneficial because you learn from each other's arena. Tas yun. Oh, and then what can people expect from this concert?
So may mga kwento kami about how
Each
we're related
song.
nga and mga backstory sa mga kanta. So medyo informal yung...
We want to be as candid as possible.
So you talk about your childhood and then how you the
Kwentuhan
music.
kami, no? Walang MC, kami lang talaga yung...
Dapat lang. At saka hindi, there's the wisdom that came from all the experiences. Musical influences pala, sorry. Si ikaw,
Ako, si Louie.
ikaw.
You may not know this, but you were one of my influences.
Galing.
Sila Bert Bacharach, Simon and
Galing niya
Garfunkel.
mag-piano, no? Galing talaga
Kaya
niya
yung mga
mag-piano.
melodies ni Louie, nung bata pa ako, his first song, sabi ko,
Iba.
susubukan ko
At
din
catchy,
gumawa
no?
ng ganun.
Kung nung college, kunyari, sasagot tayo ng exam ng 15 lines lang.
Oo.
The first few verses, alam mo, that's a Louie Ocampo
May
song.
recall eh.
That's true. Ikaw, musical influences.
Dami. Henry Mancini.
You learn from the best, no?
Barry Manilow. Songwriting.
Naman, yes,
Songwriting.
yes.
Burt Bacharach.
Ako, Michelle Legrand.
Michelle Legrand.
That's true.
And then,
I think-
Ennio Morricone.
Yes, now Ennio Morricone, di ba? I mean, my playlist is talagang, we're not getting old, we're just, sarap.
Kumbaga mga romantic composers kasi we're very particular with the melody.
Now, ako nga ngayon, John Williams and Ennio Morricone.
That's it.
That's it. It stops there. Cinema Paradiso.
Oo, nako.
Mga The Mission, di ba? Grabe.
And when you critique or like, talk about Louie's music, ano yung pumapasok sa'yo? Ano yung effect niya
Ayun,
sa'yo?
kasi mapuso nga eh.
Correct. What's characteristic Louie Ocampo?
Yes.
So, what yun?
Yeah, so even his earlier songs and the songs he's written for Martin Rivera, very powerful melodies. And that's in a way what I think is missing now no sa music ngayon.
That's true. The distinctness.
Medyo rhythm ang hinahanap ng ibang mga kabataan ngayon. And it's the melody that speaks to the heart that is in a way undermined.
Louie ka, effect ng music naman, what do you like about his music?
For me, when you hear it,
Bumabait ka, di ba?
yeah.
Ako talaga, whenever I see him talaga parang masamang
Bumabait ako. Bumabait ako.
Yun yung effect niya rin sa akin. No?
Tapos, kami ni Jojo nga, kunyari, we hear one of his songs sa mass or whatever, or may iyak pinsan eh.
Oo, bawal magkasala, di ba?
Diba? Sabi ko nga kanina, kukondak siyang gano'n. Sabi ko sa mga musician, hindi nyo alam habang kumukondak, nabe-bless kayo. Kasi gano'n, ako kapag ginaganon ako, di mo ibig sabihin
Tayo yung makamundo si Manoy yung ano. No, but at least now, ang ganda lang ng fusion na ano.
And we want to share nga sa concert na all
Dapat
forms of
ganyan
music,
kasaya.
all forms of love.
Yeah, that's true.
Our forms of worshiping God.
Blessed Trinity, ako may idol Lord na ba?
Ganda na. Now, let's go all forms of love. So, love for self. Ano pa yung sana nyo sa sarili? Aside from your this concert, ano pa yung sana magawa ko pa or mangyari pa sa akin?
Ako, I'd like to experiment writing for theater.
That's
May
good.
collaboration kami ni Mr. C. We wrote the music for Pamana, yung musical on Ninoy and Cory. So I hope to experiment on
Community, ano naman yung sana ni Manoy?
well, for more young people, no, to be able to write music and for music to be accessible.
That's
And that is why may mga YouTube and Spotify have a way of democratizing music, that everyone is given a voice.
That's true.
And if we become or fall in the margins, that's fine, as long as other voices are heard.
That's nice.
Ako sa inyo,
Because
lalo, wala, hindi ko naman tatawag.
Sorry. Sabi, oo. We complete each other's sentences. Then the Lasal should say whatever. Dati di yun so completed. Yes.
Diba? I mean, ano ba sasabi ko lang dito?
Ano ito last? Ikaw mauna dito. Para sa bayan
May sticker na
Because
19-2504.
we are in a context. And you've been so vocal recently. Parang ito, nakikinig nanonood ng teleradyo palagi. Nagko-comment siya on traffic and all these
Yeah,
things.
mababaw lang ako actually traffic.
Yun nga.
That's number one.
It shows discipline or the lack of for the situation that we are in the country.
Yes, and if
054.
the drivers are like, if we the drivers are like,
Parang bayan yun eh. Oh,
parang, I'm frustrated actually. I'm really frustrated, and I don't know how, how I wish I can start change, even in a small community or what. And this is out of nothing to do with music.
But they did one for the elections, remember? Yun, parang in your, sabi nga, kung hindi magawa ng politika, takot yung media gawin, ang mga musikero, mga nasa arts na gagawa, pwede pang mag-unite. And sabi yun, he also always refers to traffic as symptomatic of the whole Philippine situation. Oo tama eh. It really is. Parang we're clogged and parang...
And that reflects in the whole
That's true.
Yeah.
Yung kabaliktad naman nun, yung ginagawa ni Isko sa Manila.
Oo eh.
Sa
To
akin is
empower
also,
people.
Symbolic of
In your own way,
what
you
we
can
do and what can happen. No?
That's true.
We don't have to set aside due process. We can implement laws.
That's true.
And we can bring about order in our chaotic metropolis. No? And people can start following rules and regulations, freeing the sidewalks from... so yun, symbolic din.
Yeah.
Pwede pala.
Na kaya natin in our own way, in our own way.
Whatever.
Kaya pala. Oo.
That's true. That's true. No, invite the people now. It's a one of a kind, and well, ang hirap na itong mangyari ulit, di ba? Probably ang collaboration nito would be another Christmas album probably kasi yun yung hindi natapos.
No, but yeah,
Yun.
we would like to invite everyone. It's going to be a great experience. Exactly, it's all about love. There's several kinds of love.
Alam niyo na po yung mananalo sa UP Ateneo.
So, dito na lang.
Panoorin niyo na kung sino mananalo doon. Ito na po Ateneo La Salle nagsama. Oo.
Tama.
Yun na.
Diba?
Or tapos na yung game by then. So you have a matinee
At 3 p.m.
at 3 p.m. and
Then a gala at 7:30.
7:30. So by that time, tapos na yung
Meralco Theater,
game.
right.
So what did they expect? You have Martin Rivera, Eric Santos, Armand Ferrer, between Escalante,
and
Stephanie, and the choirs,
So,
Bukas Palad,
it
Hangad.
will be heavenly and different genres.
Ganda.
But all these different genres expressing love are all ways of worshiping our one God.
Ayan,
Ganda.
yung mga
Galing
love.
Kasi
Worship din yung love ko.
ang ibang filosofiya at teolohiya kasi ng Ateneo. Iba talaga eh. No, but it all boils down, again, going back to family. No, parang ako, well, the Philippines is one big family, but your family is just so blessed. Like, ang galing. And it's a tribute to your family. So, maraming salamat. If there's anything about, yun ako yung last na pinost dito na tribute niya sa tatay. Naiyak ako kasi wala rin ako tayo. 90 plus years old?
96.
96?
Sa generation kasi nila Lolo Benny, siya na lang.
True. Talaga.
We're happy to do this for
So
Lolo
they'll all
Benny.
be there. It's one
Papa will be
family.
there,
Ang
yeah.
ganda.
But then, of course, by
Your family
Right.
will be there.
But sana we had done this earlier so that
Ayan,
our
yung mga
lolos
sana.
and lolas
I
would have
know.
witnessed kasi sila marami sa kanila mga musikero. They were the ones who created this family atmosphere of this love
And
for
it
music.
transcends from church to pop to whatever, well, musical, and then eventually even network at schools, La Salle Ateneo, even network, because Marisa Flores is when GMA is your ano ka mag-anak mo rin, parang all family members, parang ako.
in the family pala, di ba si may papa played the violin,
Then Lola Pitch also.
the Peach played the piano, your Lola also was, and then Lolo Leleng,
Lolo Leleng played the organ.
opera, nasa opera siya.
Okay.
So meron talagang ano,
And they'll all be there. Ako the family will be there. Parang to watch both
Yes,
of you. They
yes.
must be so proud.
But the generation
Wala
today,
na. I mean, that generation, except may papa na lang.
Well, ikaw yung hahanapin ko, ikaw rin, iba na extended family, mapanood nila sa video, salamat sa digital technology kasi kalat-kalat na rin ng pamilya nito, yung mga anak. But then, we extend to bigger families and we explore that by watching the concert this Sunday. So, yun, parang misa po. Parang misa. Let it be your prayer, let it be our mass for that particular. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much.
Your family too.
Thank
you. Thank you. really looking for time and that inspiration for me to be able to write that song. It's a Christmas song that Christmas melody that Louie wrote for me. But eto na, before that, 80s pa lang, Louie and I collaborated sa isang kanta sung by no less than Piolo Pascual. At ang kanta nito, ang genre muna, disco, sayaw. So, pag 80s, late 80s siguro, early 90s, pag disco, sayaw, medyo talagang may groove. And si Piolo naman hindi mo expect na hataw-hataw. No? So, well, Louie asked Piolo to sing this song. Maraming salamat. It was never a hit. Hindi naman ito labas as a single. But this is our little collaboration back then. Ang title ng kanta ay Group Hug. So, ito trivia to sa buhay ko. At least once in my life, I can say I had a song or I have a song with Louie Ocampo sung by Mr. Piolo Pascual. Ito papakinggan niyo.
The feeling's hot. Time to take some action. Wake up, break out. Oh, oh, oh. Bro, what you take? Hang on, let's take a break. Wait out, chill out. Oh, oh, oh. Let's celebrate. Whatever road we take, make no mistake. Madness will create. So gather round. Let's join our hands and feel the love. Let's get closer. Life is so much better when we're close together. Group hug. Let's believe in each other. Let's be friends forever. Don't hesitate. We're in this together. Reach for your dreams. It's not as hard as it may seem. Let's celebrate. Whatever road we take, make no mistake. Madness will create. So gather round. Let's join our hands and feel the love. Let's get closer. Life is so much better when we're close together. Group hug. Let's believe in each other. Let's be friends forever. Group hug. Life is so much better when we're close together. Group hug. Let's believe in each other. Let's be friends forever. Let's celebrate. Whatever road we take, make no mistake. Madness will create. So gather round. Let's join our hands and feel the love. Let's get closer. Group hug. Life is so much better when we're close together. Group hug. Let's believe in each other. Let's be friends forever. Group hug. Life is so much better when we're close together. Group hug. Let's believe in each other. Let's be friends forever. Group hug. Life is so much better when we're close together. Group hug. Let's believe in each other. Let's be friends forever.
O, laban kayo. meron akong kanta with Louie Ocampo, and that happened siguro late 80s, early 90s, and it was sung by no less than Piola Pascual, Group Hug. So yun, pwedeng team song ng mga barkada or pagkatapos na ng isang activity, yun, parang yun, after doing everything, surmounting all the trials, parang gano'n, yun, pwede nyo kantahin Group Hug. Anyway, yun, Louie, I still owe you the lyrics for the Christmas song. I'm really saving my best energies for that. But let's all watch our concert, Louie Ocampo and Manoling Francisco with Martin Rivera, Between Escalante, Eric Santos, Arman Ferrer, Stephanie Madimaranan, Ateneo Chamber Singers, Bukas Palad Choir, Hangad Music Ministry, Tinig Barangka Choir, and the ABS-CBN Philharmonic Orchestra. Grabe po yung line-up. We're there. We have the best of the Louie Ocampo songs and the Manoling Francisco songs. And talagang when we went through that yesterday, yung pinag-usapan namin, parang, oy, sana nga ginawa nila earlier. Because I think most of their songs are really represented. They're hits actually. At mamaya, yun, papakinggan natin yung original version or yung mga popular version ng kanilang mga kanta. So, we have Something More by Manoling, Ida Lorna Fe, the movie theme song that Louie composed. This Aline, Say That You Love Me, pati Pilgrim's Theme, yun, kakantahin. Hindi kita malilimutan, of course. Huwag kang mangamba, sa'yo lamang. And then, nako, ayan. We're actually, pinasasabi kayo, kahit isang saglit, Tell Me, and Ikaw Lang Mamahalin, Martin Rivera will be singing that. And then, I'll Be There, of course. And Gabing Kulimlim, Between Escalante, singing that. I Can, na, 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 na. Then, Your Heart Today, I Will Sing Forever. Then, You Are My Song. And then, a lot of like good songs. Take and Receive, favorite ko yun. Two Words, the wedding song of Lea Salonga will be sung. Ama Namin, Cordero, Tanging Yaman. And of course, we can't forget Ikaw, which is a collaboration of Louie Ocampo and George Canseco, the great George Canseco also. So, after the interview of them together, kinausap namin individually si Louie at saka si Manoling for them to be able to tell us ano yung mga songs na nagtatak sa kanila. Parang tawag namin breakthrough or milestone or landmark songs or yung mga favorite nila. Actually, not their best songs, bro. Hindi sa natag-gauge kung ano yung maganda or hindi. Pero kung ano yung paborito at may tama sa kanila. So, we got them to like say those songs and enumerate them for us. And then we'll play them. Oh, well, we chose the popular versions at least para mas relatable. Pero yon, in the next few minutes, and probably, baka mabot pa ng hour, we'll leave you to indulge in the music of Louie Ocampo and Manoling Francisco na magkikita-kita ho tayo sa Sunday for their All About Love concert. So, eto po yung mga sinabi nilang landmark songs na importante sa kanila at, well, para sa ating mga nakikinig at saka taga-support at mamahal sa kanila. Ito po yung mga kantang kinalakhan natin at minahal na rin. Ito po.
Okay. Yung una, Hindi Kita Malilimutan, which I wrote in 1979 together with my first year high school classmates under Mr. Pagsanghan. Kasi yan yung kauna-unahang liturgical song na nasulat ko na eventually ni-record ni Basil, no, at naging movie theme song at nanalo din Song of the Year, no. Ikalawa, Take and Receive, prayer of Saint Ignatius, no? Because I used to pray this prayer. Okay. Yung una, Hindi Kita Malilimutan, which I wrote in 1979 together with my first year high school classmates under Mr. Pagsanghan. Kasi yan yung kauna-unahang liturgical song na nasulat ko na eventually ni-record ni Basil, no, at naging Okay. Yung una, Hindi Kita Malilimutan, which I wrote in 1979 together with my first year high school classmates under Mr. Pagsanghan. Kasi yan yung kauna-unahang liturgical song na nasulat ko na eventually ni-record ni Basil, no, at naging movie theme song at nanalo din na Song of the Year, no. Ikalawa, Take and Receive, prayer of Saint Ignatius, no. Because I used to pray this prayer before going to sleep every night as a young boy, and then I finally set it to music at hanggang ngayon kinakanta sa offertory usually, no, sa gitna ng misa, no. Other important songs like Your Heart Today, which for me is most expressive of my vision as a Christian, what I want to be, whom I want to be, and a song which I dedicated to Ninoy and Cory Aquino, two of the most influential people sa buhay ko, no. Tanging Yaman, of course, na sinulat ko nung ako ay first year novice ng Society of Jesus, at sinulat ko to dahil in love ako sa Panginoon nung panahon na yon. Nagsisimula ako ng paghahanda sa pagpapare, no. Sa'yo Lamang, which I wrote as a vow song, kasama ni Junjun Mores at ni Philip Gan, no. Other important songs like yung Ama Namin, which we sing sa misa ngayon. Ama namin, sumasalangit ka, sambahin ang ngalan mo. Kasi mahalaga din para sa akin bilang musikero na bigyan ng tinig ang sambayanan. And so for them to sing this Ama Namin version of mine, no, for me is very fulfilling. Gayon din yung Kordero ng Diyos na nag-aalis. For me, yung melody na yon, isa sa pinaka paborito kong nagawa kong melody. And then eighth siguro yung Jesu Panis Vitae, the communion song that I wrote for the Papal Mass nung pagdalaw ni Pope Francis nung 2015, no. And then maybe ninth, Wag Kang Mangamba, one of my favorite songs, lyrics by Mr. Onofre Pagsanghan, my high school mentor, and the music melody is one of the favorite melodies I have written, no. And then 10th, hindi ko lang, but maybe Luwalhati sa Diyos, the first Luwalhati sa Diyos version that I wrote in 4th year high school, 1st year college, na classical pero hindi kumalat. Kinakanta na lang sa mga special masses. But I learned from that experience na hindi porket maganda ay makakanta ng sambayanan, no? So I've learned to simplify and write songs that people can sing. Ayun po, 10 songs.
Okay? Go.
Okay, game
10 songs. Number 1, first siguro, will be Maghihintay Ako Sa'yo. Bakit? It was my first song that I wrote and that was recorded. So I was 16 years old ata 1976. Yon. Second, Ewan. Apo Hiking Sangit. Me and Winnie Arieta wrote the song. And then we just wrote it out of fun, actually out of love. And then nagkataon ng may Metropop, so sinali namin. So nag-second prize siya. Third, sige nga, of course, Tell Me, there's always Tell Me. Why? Kasi sakit sa puso yun eh. Talagang, I mean, yun na, what else can you say? Where did I go wrong? What did I do? How can you, ba, yun na yun, mismo, yun. Say That You Love Me. Because, ito, yung mga sumusunod makanta, about love na. So, Tell Me, Say That You Love Me, kahit isang saglit is another one.
Yeah. For an unborn baby.
Yeah, for an unborn baby. And then, madami. Nakailan ako?
Ikaw lang mamahal.
Ikaw, tinan mo, buti ka pa. Ikaw lang mamahalin. Isa pa yun. Bakit? Basta. Whatever. Okay. And then, I have other songs that are not as popular but I love. Like, Pag-uwi is one, to me,
Yes.
melodically,
OFW.
it's one of my tagos talaga sa puso as a songwriter, melodically. Then, sinali ko sa Metropop, nanalo first prize. And then, there's also another one,
Babalik ka.
Babalik Ka Rin.
Yes.
Alam niya, babalik ka rin. Kay tagal, ganyan, nawala. Ay,
For the OFWs.
OFW. Then there's Close Up. The closer I get to loving you. Da, 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 da. And there's one of my favorites, 2 words.
Yes.
Wrote
Yes,
for, but I didn't do the lyrics, ha. I mean,
Okay,
these are
okay,
all
these are-
collab, ha, with like Freddy Santos, Alan Aike, then there's Joey Albert, there's Martin.
Yeah.
Yun. So 2 words is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Ano pa?
You Are My Song.
You Are My Song. How can I forget
Yes.
You Are My Song? There's also Forever.
Forever, yeah.
We've come so far. Da, da, da. And then, Yakapin Mo Ko. Minsan pa, yakapin
Okay.
mo ako.
Lungkot.
Diba? Aray ko po, tinatago sa puso. And then,
Christmas.
Christmas.
Gets Up Christmas?
No. Ako,
All I Want.
All I Want for
All I Want
Christmas.
Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas. Who wrote that with me? Martin, I think.
Martin.
Oh, yun. And then I have Christmas Past with my ninong, Jo Marie Chan.
Yes.
Plenty pa, pero pa so many questions, but the answers are so few. All I need to know is I love you.
And you're instrumental for your children.
Yeah, there's instrumentals pa.
Yes.
I have Patricia's Lullaby. I wrote it for my eldest. I have My Funny Girl for my second, for Roberta. Then I have Coming Into the Light for my third daughter, Isabella.
You ever wrote for Quito?
Yes, it's called Quito's March, but it was never
Released?
It was performed by this mga, they were in this school ensemble na mga preschool to, they played it, and he was part of that marimba group for Montessori.
But you have to record it.
I will. You know what? I think I will search. I think I have a rough recording of it.
That's good.
Yun, those are dami na yan. And then I have songs that I wrote in the musical of Sabel, which I really like. What's the title? Look at Her.
Look at her.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
But it's not popular.
Yes.
Yan.
Did you do
na yan.
Always and Forever?
Yeah, I did Always and Forever.
The Martin yun.
Yeah, and always be near me now. Always remember how we were then and what we are now. And always will be in love forever.
Oh, and they broke.
And there's also Don't Say Goodbye. It's hard to let you know.
Million Miles Away was yours? Cause you're a star.
No.
I did.
No.
So you are not a star.
You're composer ka lang. Ang dami pa yan, actually, pero
Thank you.
thank you. Sorry, my
you.
mind is
Thank you.
flying, ha?
I
From the
know.
rehearsal,
Okay lang
I have
yan.
to do something.
Waiting ka, level up, matutupad. Go na.
Eto na. Level up po tayo. Sabi nga raw, ang learning dyan, we are a sum total of everything we can remember. And then, how rich of them to have remembered their favorite songs, no? Sometimes kasi yung mga tao, pagkasulat nila, parang ang dami na kasing significant memories doon. Nakakalimutan din. Pero, yun nga, we've gathered all of them. Galing mismo sa kanila yung mga landmark at favorite songs nila. Sabi nga namin, not exactly the best. Hindi yun yung gauge, hindi yung gusto nating aming palabasan dito. Ito yung may storya sa likod ng mga kanta. And most of them will be performed in the concert on Sunday. But thank you, Louie Ocampo and Manoling Francisco, for this very special afternoon. We feel so blessed kasi nga tayo lang yung binigyan ng pagkakataong makausap sila in a sit-down interview like that ng magtito. And now for the whole next hour, salamat sa ating kasamang si Justin dito na naligayahan sa ensaymada ni Joy. Eto na yung mga kanta nila na may mga kwento, kakibat nito, pero let's indulge in the music of dito magtito. It's all about love, okay? About love of self, of others, and of country even. Mula kina Louie Ocampo at Manoling Francisco. Level up po tayo sa pakikinig.
Matutupad. Go na go na go na go na go na go lang go. Go na go na go na go na go na go lang go.
My God.
Maghihintay
buo.
ako sa'yo na magbalik sa piling ko pagkat iniibig kita.
At 16 years old.
Ang araw man ay lumamig at between may magdilim, ako ay maghihintay rin giliw.
Okay.
May sugat
Oh, but-
bang
Well, kasi we're okay if it were any other person telling him that medyo na.
ngunit giliw ko, ako'y nagsikap na magbago nang dahil sa'yo. Maghihintay ako sa'yo nang habang buhay. Sana'y pakinggan mo ang tinig ko. Hanggang kailan magdurusa ang puso kong nagmamahal. Aanhin ko ang ibang pagsuyo, ang hanap ko'y
Louie Ocampo.
ikaw.
Pwedeng magganon dun sa taas.
Ako sa'yo nang habang buhay. O pagmasdan mo ang luha ng pusong nagdurusa. Habang buhay maghihintay.
Oo. Basil. I wonder who sang it sa original. Yun sa
The Voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9.
Okay, may gano'n. May pag gano'n.
Hindi kita malilimutan
Listen to the Martin Pop song. Alaskada sila din kasi imbis na makapag-concentrate sa kasal, they're concentrating on their performances. Oh my God. Sikat naman ang kantang yan. What a nice song.
There are nights when I can't help but cry, and I wonder why you had to leave me. Why
content with just one wish, that's you. To hold me in the dark and help me make it through. 'Cause the pain that's inside me would simply melt away if I had you here with me and promised me you'll stay. But will you say that you love me and show me that you care? Say when I need you, you will always be there. But if you go and leave me, this I swear is true. My love will always be lumigaya ang aking mundo. Ano ng mga bukas ko ngayon wala ka na sa piling ko. Ano mga pangako sa bawat isa. Sana'y ika'y muling makita ko. Damhin ang tibok ng puso mo. Sana'y yakapin mo ako muli kahit sandali, kahit isang saglit, maiyakap ka. Puso ko'y biglang naulila, iyong iniwanan na nag-iisa. Sana'y ika'y muling makita ko. Damhin ang tibok ng puso mo. Sana'y yakapin mo ako muli kahit sandali, kahit isang saglit, maiyakap ka. Mayakap ka.
Where there is fear, I can allay. Where there is pain, I can heal. Where there are wounds, I can bind. And hunger, I can feel. Lord, grant me courage. Lord, grant me strength. Grant me compassion that I may be your heart today. Where there is hate, I can confront. Where there are your And when I've done all that I could, yet there are lots I cannot move. Lord, give me hope that I may be your
Sa bawat pag-ikot ng ating buhay, may oras kailangan na maghiwalay. Puso'y lumaban man, walang magagawa. Saan ka, kailan ka muling mahagkan? Kulang man sa'tin itong sandali. Alam ko na tayo'y makikita muli. Hanggang may umaga pa na haharapin, ikaw lang naman mahalin. Puso'y lumaban man, walang magagawa. Saan ka, kailan ka muling mahagkan? Kulang man sa'tin itong sandali. Alam ko na tayo'y magkikita muli. Hanggang may umaga pa na haharapin, ikaw lang ang
Oh
tagal na nating magkakalayo. Nung tayo'y magkahiwalay, ako'y masmas at sa hardin ng kabataan nangakot nagpaalam at hinagan kita. May gatas na sa labi, ewan ba saan napunta ang panahon? Sa hanap buhay, buhay ko'y nagkatuon sa bayan ng mga banyaga. Ako ay manggagawa, pag-ibig ko sa'yo'y iniipon. Oh, kay layo mo, di naabot itong mga kamay. Walang tulay na kayang tumawid sa mga taon kundi ang alaala. Alam ko nang ating mukha'y may guhit na, mga dinanas natin ay magkaiba. Ngunit sa aking pagbabalik, sariwa ang halik, halik sa iyong dibdib, bayang ko. Ako ngayon ay bawi at napapangiti, pagkat malabo na o bayan ko.
Sa ganda ng umaga, nangungulila sa'yo, sinta. Ikaw ang aking tanging yaman na di lubusang masumpungan. Ang nilikha mong kaligtahan, sulyap ng iyong kagandahan. Hanap sa tuwina, sa kapwa ko kita laging nadarama. Sa iyong mga likha, hangad pa ring masdan ang iyong mukha. Ikaw ang aking tanging yaman na di
dati mong kasama. Babalik at babalik ka rin. Kay tagal mo nang nawala, babalik ka rin. Babalik ka rin. Kay tagal mo nang nawala, babalik ka rin. Babalik ka rin. Sa nakalipas na panahon, sa iyong kahapon, sa alaalang naghihintay sa'yo. Kay tagal nang nawala, babalik ka rin. Babalik ka rin. Kay tagal nang nawala, babalik ka rin. Kay tagal mo nang nawala, babalik ka rin. Babalik ka rin. Kay tagal mo nang nawala, babalik ka rin. Babalik at babalik ka rin. At babalik ka rin. At babalik ka rin. At babalik ka rin.
In a word, every moment now returns. For a while, seen or heard, how each memory softly burns. Facing you who brings me new tomorrows. I thank God for yesterdays. How they led me to this very hour. How they led me to this place. Every touch, every smile you have given me in care. Keep in heart, always I'll now be treasuring everywhere. And if life should come to just one question, do I hold each moment true? No trace of sadness, always with gladness I do. Now a song that speaks of now and ever beckons me to someone new. Unexpected, unexplored, unseen, filled with promise coming through. In a while, in a word, you and I forever change. Love so clear, never blurred, has me feeling wondrous strange. And if life should come to just one question, do I face each moment true? No trace of sadness, always with gladness I do. Never with sadness, always with gladness I do.
Hindi ko alam kung bakit ka ganyan. Mahirap kausapin at di pa namamansin. Di mo ba alam ako'y nasasaktan? Ngunit di bale na basta't malaman mo na. Mahal kita, hindi to bola. Hindi ka man lang sana ako'y nasa langit na. Mahal kita, hindi to bola. Sumagot ka naman, wag lang ewan. Sana naman itigil mo na yan kakasabi ng ewan at anong bola na naman yan. Bakit ba ganyan? Pinatay di alam na ang ewan ay katulad na rin ng buong inaasam. Mahal kita,
Di kailanman mapipigilan pagbuhos ng ulan. Ang buhay sadyang ganyan.
At kaya ng papago-bagong pag-ihip ng hangin. Lahat ay lilipas at magsasalita.
Huwag kang mabahala, huwag mataranta. Hindi kailangan ang mag-alilangan pa.
Isipin mo laging nandito lamang ang aking balikat, sa'yo'y nakaabang.
Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sang tawag mo
Tuwing nagdidilim ang langit, di ba't nagpapakita ang buwan? Hanggang mag-umaga na naman.
Tara at hintayin na natin
magsikat ang iyong araw
hanggang sa magliwanag muli ang lahat.
Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sang tawag mo. Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan. Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan. Sang tawag mo lang. Sang tawag mo
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. The voice of W Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpa at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng